So some fun things are happening here in our little cabin now that we've moved into the winter months. We have some indoor projects that I've been itching to do for months. So here is my little kitchen, and it's not bad, but I have some improvements that I want to do. Largely the green carpet. I don't know about you, but green carpet in the kitchen just, it just doesn't work. So we're going to replace it with just some luxury vinyl tile, a wood look type product. But the problem with adding a wood look is we already have so much wood going on. So I've been debating this for months, and I finally decided what I'm going to do. So I want to do everything I can to lighten up the kitchen. It's very dark in here because we have very little natural light. We have one small window here and then one small window at the very end of the cabin there. So not a lot of natural light. Even at 2 o'clock, it's very dark in here. So I'm gonna paint the cabinets a nice, bright, fun cabin color, and I'm really excited about it. I think it's gonna turn out well. I've painted a lot of things. We've remodeled several homes, but I've never painted kitchen cabinets before. So this will be a fun adventure. Now, unfortunately, these cabinets don't have any hardware, so I'm sure that they are super greasy and they need a lot of washing before I can even start the painting process. So I'm gonna get going. So I've actually just been standing here with my screwdriver, just staring at the kitchen for several minutes. It's kind of that calm before the storm. I tell myself this is going to be an easy project. I'll knock it out in a weekend. But I also know that it's not. It'll probably be a couple-week project. But I'm scared to get started. But it'll be worth it in the end. The worst part is the prep work. I hate prep work. I feel like no one likes prep work. The painting is the fun part. I'm really looking forward to that. So I need to get all the doors off, and unfortunately they don't just clip off. So I need to physically take them out. So here we go. Let's just do the first one together, shall we? And then it'll be smooth sailing from there, right? Want to say hi? Oh, thanks for the kisses. It's our sweet boy that we just adopted. He went on quite the adventure today. That's also why I'm late getting started. We went for a walk and he absolutely took off. So he clocked in 14 miles today. So he's feeling nice and tired. He's gonna be sore tomorrow. So I'm so thankful for those GPS tracking collars. Oh my gosh, I would have lost my mind and been crying if I didn't know where he was. He was way off into state land and there's no trails over there. So I knew where he was, but I couldn't even get to him. So hopefully that's the end of that. Okay, first one off, lots more to go. There, that's better. Oh no. One of the screws fell behind the fridge. I'll give it a try. Oh! Oh yeah, I think I got it. Okay. Now I know you might be asking yourself, why is Katie spending all this time and effort remodeling this cabin kitchen when they're going to be building their forever home? Great question. So a few things. One, building a home takes a long time. So we are going to be in this cabin for several more years. And I love creating content in here. I want it to be a beautiful space that also films well. And it's just something that I feel creative and have fun in. The other thing is we're going to continue to use this cabin. So we're going to be hosting guests and then potentially opening it up as an Airbnb or hosting events. So you might even be one of the people that ends up staying in this cabin. So we want it to look nice. And lastly, Ryan and I, we just can't help ourselves. We love remodeling. We're always looking through the lens of how can we improve something. So we're just going to do it. And to get you guys caught up to speed, we've already made some improvements, which includes new appliances. This is what it looked like before when we first moved into this cabin, and it has really made a big difference already. And so I'm so thankful. And I think by the end, it's going to be a super cute cabin kitchen. I can't wait to see it all come together. So now I need to work on degreasing these. There's a lot of grease on them. So I made up a mixture of dish soap, some diluted vinegar. I'm just gonna slowly make my way through the pile and then move these out to the shop so I can set up a workshop, a workspace to get painting. Here we go. One down, probably a dozen more to go. So I've made it to day 2. Last night I was able to get everything really nice, scrubbed down, clean and dry. So now we're going to do a little bit of some scuff sanding with 220 grit and then a coat of primer. So I'm going to be using this bin primer. It was highly recommended to me, so we'll give it a try. I still need to haul out all the cabinet doors out to the shop and prepare kind of a workspace area out there. So let's go ahead and get started. So everything is prepped and sanded inside the cabin, but we still have all the cabinet doors. So I'm gonna go set up a little workshop area in the shop and get those done. Okay, I'm hoping I can just make one long row here. Hopefully all these sawhorses are the same height. Okay, excellent. Let's give that a try. Should probably secure these. That would be good. Let's go get the cabinets. And Ryan is currently up in Duluth running some errands. He's going to Home Depot and all that fun stuff. He's also getting cabinet paint for me, so that'll be good. Definitely will need to paint, hopefully sooner than later. So I have a feeling these are all not going to fit, so that's a bummer. I'm gonna have to figure out a different solution for the smaller cabinet doors. I don't think we have any more sawhorses. Bet I could just take over this island over here for a little bit. Sorry, Ryan. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Plus, this will be a really nice surface to work on, so I'm excited about that. This is the one negative downside of our new homestead. We had a lot more space as far as structure-wise at our old homestead. We had a 6,000 square foot heated shop, which was just amazing, and this is 2,000, so we had to majorly downsize. Still very thankful that we have this structure, but a little tight for all our projects and equipment and all that until we can get more buildings built. So I think I'm gonna get a box for all of this. Try to keep all of the treasures together. Hopefully he's okay with me doing this. Sorry, Ryan. Well, hi, Lucy. This is another one of our barn cats. Miss Lucy Lou. She's kind of a little spaz. Definitely not allowed inside. She doesn't even like being inside. If she goes in, she freaks out and hides and just doesn't have a great time, do you? You just like to be outside. Then we have a third cat. He is a scaredy cat, so you may or may not ever get to meet him. Hooray, so I got all those set up over here, these set up over here, so I'm gonna get busy sanding. Exciting news here. A, it's snowing. I just love it when it snows out, but also look what Ryan picked up last night. We found a hot tub on Facebook Marketplace. I can't even wait. It's gonna fit right here on our front porch. It is gonna be such a nice way to relax in the evenings, and especially in the winter time. It just kind of helps us from being a little bit stir crazy. We used to have a hot tub at our old homestead and we used it all the time. I feel like it just really helps the wintertime blues. Plus, we're so active all the time that we're broken a lot of the time, and the hot tub just really keeps us moving. So I'm so excited. Well, I'm done with the prep work, which is wonderful. I feel like I've been prepping these cabinets forever. So everything is sanded. I have all the dust cleaned off, and next steps is doing one coat of a really high quality primer. So this should really help adhere to the wood cabinets. And then I'm gonna fill the wood grain. Never done that before. Hopefully that goes okay. And then we'll actually start the painting process. I don't have to be too careful since the carpet is coming out and the new floor is going to be taller, so...
It's so strong. You sure you don't need ventilation?
I don't know. Do I? I don't feel funny. Oh no! It's all over. So I'm done with that one coat of the bin primer and it's looking light and bright in here. I am loving it. No, I'm not going to be painting it white. This is still a cabin. I love a white kitchen, but a white kitchen in a cabin just doesn't go. So stay tuned on our fun color. But Ryan just got home from running errands and he's ready to set up the hot tub. So let's go out there and hopefully it'll go well. Thankfully we have the skid steer, so it's going to help us pick the this up and get it moved up onto the front porch. Wish us luck.
Hot tub on this, and then I'll come over to this side, pick it up, and then we'll just drive it right up underneath there. I want the hot tub to be centered this way, and I want that 2x4 to be right on the edge of it.
Yay! How nice is this gonna be? I can't even wait. It's definitely used. I think it's about 10 years old, but we got a good deal, and hey, good enough for us. So Ryan's gonna get busy working on some wiring so we can fire her up. We'll have to fill it up. It probably won't be hot until tomorrow, which is a bummer. I totally want to soak in it tonight, but soon. Yay! Exciting moment. We made it to the very last piece. Oh, primer isn't fun either. Can't wait till we get to the paint part. Ryan's out in the wind, in the cold, wiring up the hot tub. so we can swing by on our way inside and see how he's doing. Whew, the wind is whipping now. We'll see what Ryan's up to with the hot tub. Hey, how's it going?
Okay.
Looks fun.
Yeah, so we're wiring it up. Doing it to code and all the legal things this time,
That's good.
unlike the last house. So, just learning. The wiring diagram is in the back of the cover here, and it doesn't match what was in the manual that I was giving.
Of course.
So, I'm gonna have to make another trip back to the store in the morning, but luckily the part I gotta go back for is a little cheaper than the one that I bought. So I'm excited about that. I'm gonna finish landing the wires here. Put in our disconnect panel. This one takes a really funny disconnect panel, which is where the confusion has come from. Normally a spa just has a single breaker you pull if you need to shut the thing down. This one actually has two in it, 120 volt and a 230 volt, which is really interesting. So yeah, gonna finish wiring this, gonna land in the control box, and then it's gonna get down to 19 degrees tonight, and it's not gonna be able to be turned on, so we gotta figure out how to put some heaters in here, because there is water in the plumbing yet.
Oh boy.
Even though, I mean, we pumped it out, we stood it up on end, but the true winterization process on a hot tub is pretty involved to make it to where it can freeze. There's still plumbing that sits underneath everything that'll hold water, and it'll crack and break.
Let's not do that.
Nope, so we're gonna try and get some heaters in here for the night to keep everything from freezing up. Run the store in the morning, get the last part I need, and then finish up the panel here, and then I just don't have the energy to do the wiring to the house tonight either, so I'll do that tomorrow.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah,
I'm running out of energy too.
ready for dinner.
Yeah. I'll start cooking. All right. Well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
We've made it to day 3 of our little kitchen remodel. It's going slow, but as expected, it seems like each big step is taking an entire day. So today's project is filling the wood grain. So what I'm going to be using is this aqua coat. It's a cabinet grain filler just with this little tool. And it was so sweet when I was getting raw milk on Wednesday from a local farm. They actually gave me this product. They do cabinetry work, and they asked, well, are you filling the grain? And I hadn't considered it. And so they happened to have this product on hand, handed it to me, and we're going for it. Our family motto is anything worth doing is worth overdoing. So may as well give it a try. So we'll see how it goes. So here you can hopefully see some of the wood grain that's showing through on the oak. So I am gonna open up my jar here and slap some on. I watched a YouTube video on how to apply this morning. So it looks pretty straightforward. So I just have some on my tool here, and we're just gonna spread it on. You want to be liberal, but not, oops, I'm spilling already, too liberal either, because we're gonna come back and sand. So I don't want to have to sand a ton. So just doing it against the grain, applying some pressure, and scraping off any of the extra. So these drawer fronts are definitely a bit more tricky with all the angles. I'm gonna do 2 coats of this wood filler so I don't have to get it absolutely perfect the first time, even though I always want to. The perfectionist in me definitely comes out, but I just need to keep reminding myself better is better. And this is just a cabin. This is not our forever home. But I do want it to look nice for you guys if you come and visit me. Well, that was fun for about the first 30 minutes, and then it got really tedious. So I have the immediate kitchen area done. I have to go back out to the shop to do all of the cabinet doors, and then we're gonna sand everything and do a second coat, which I think by the end I think overall I'll be happy that I filled the wood grain, but yeah, it's a big job, that's for sure. I can't wait to paint. I feel like we're so close yet so far away. And while I'm out there filling wood grain, Ryan's gonna help me out with the little woodworking piece. So there is a decent gap here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oops, I'm hitting the gas burner. We don't want to turn on the flame. So he's gonna make me a little trim piece there so it looks nice, because let me just flip the camera around so you guys can see from the side. There, you can see there's a big gap here, but this cabinet comes all the way. So it's just kind of funny. So Ryan will fill in a piece here for me, and hopefully it'll all look nice and blended in.
I'm not really a cabinet man, but I can fake my way through it. So what I did is I created a little block here that's going to fill this gap, and it's going to be pretty close, and then Katie's going to end up filling the little parts that we see here, so it's not exactly perfect. So what I did is I took this is all 3/4 inch thick, which ultimately doesn't matter, but I just used a 1x4 of pine, even though these are oak, and I ripped it down to 3 inches wide, and then I put it in my drill press, and I took a long 1/8 inch bit and drilled all the way through it in 2 places, and then I used a Craig jig to create a pocket. So that what I'm going to do is I'm going to clamp it up here the best I can, get it all lined up, and then I'll drill into here and here and put in these really long screws, and then I'll just use a shorter screw up here just to kind of keep the top lined up. And then once it's all in, Katie can fill the seams, prime it. Since it's pine, it won't show grain like the rest of the stuff, so it doesn't need a bunch of filling. And once it's painted, it'll disappear. You know, it's the joys of doing a painted cabinet.
Awesome.
Yep.
Can't wait.
There.
Yay!
That's good.
Oh boy, okay, we gotta move it along, Katie. Standards have been lowered. Oh, you guys, I don't know. These cabinet doors, holy cow. Actually reminds me a lot of, it's bringing back memories of a job I used to have. So I actually was in the furniture restoration business, I guess. I worked at a little antique store in Forest Lake called Vintage Junkie. I was a seller there, so I'd bring my own refinished furniture pieces to sell there. That was a crazy time of my life because I was still working full-time at the hospital and doing that on the side, plus homesteading. My goal was to maybe reduce my hours at the hospital if that took off, so that I could kind of do a little bit of both. But then I quickly found out that the hospital did not approve, or at least our management was not open to that. It was full-time only. So my little entrepreneur side gig idea died quickly, and it was not sustainable, so I had to quit, and it was sad, but it was kind of a fun time of my life. So that first coat of grain filler is on. I'm glad it's done, so now I just need to give it a quick sand with 220 grit to help that second coat adhere to it well. But before I do that, I want to show you something. So Ryan finished all of the hot tub wiring, and we're starting to fill it up. I can't wait. I'm not sure if it'll be hot by tonight, but definitely by tomorrow. Now this is a fun fact. We have a lot of iron in our water. We even have an iron filter, yet the water is still brown. It just can't keep up with all of the iron that we have. So it won't be a perfect spa experience, but hey, it's clean enough water. It's good enough for us. We'll just have to be really careful when we dig our well at our build site, when we build our home, that hopefully we can limit the iron issue. It's really, really bad down here at the cabin, but yay, we're getting close. Well, I'm officially tired now and definitely tired of feeling grain. It's 8 o'clock, so I'm gonna head inside, have some dinner, and I think this is where we're gonna pause this video. We have family Christmas coming up in 2 days and have some podcast interviews, and we have a work Christmas party, so we're gonna have a lot of things going on. We're gonna have to put this project on hold, so stay tuned for next week's video where you'll get to see the final reveal and see what color I picked for my cabinets. I'm curious what color you would have picked for the cabinet colors. Go ahead and put it in the comments below and we'll see if you're right. See you next week.